Oh, so crazed, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever. Oh, so crazed, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Boulevard Bullies Presents Here Comes the Lame. I am your host, PK, and I'm joined by, as of right now, this moment, unmuted, Jedi Joe. I was trying to think of another
do I need to talk now?
Something, but I couldn't figure it out. Hi.
There you go. What's up, man?
I like that hat.
Yeah, I stole this from my old job.
Have you heard of the Philadelphia tuxedo?
No.
Okay, so obviously you know what the Canadian tuxedo is, where it's jeans on bottom and jeans on top, like jeans and jean jacket. The Philadelphia tuxedo is, you can have any pants on. Well, it's basically you have two articles of clothing on that are from two different Philadelphia sports teams. So if you had like that hat and like an Eagles shirt on, you'd be wearing a Philadelphia tuxedo.
Okay. Yeah, usually I wear of the same team.
Oh, you go. That's not the tuxedo. That's just.
I'll like wear this, and then I'll wear like a Sixers hoodie, or I'll wear a Eagles whatever, and then like Eagles hat, or vice versa, Phillies shirt and a Phillies hat. Yeah, I never do the whole or like a Flyers belt.
Hell yeah, that's what you need, dude. Yeah, I made the last. Hi, Bren. How are you? I made the last Boulevard Bullies episode members only. Basically, what happens is if I say something that I'm worried about, which is every show, because of my crippling anxiety through drinking, I make it members only now. So the last 3 Boulevard Bullies versus the World episodes have been members only. But right here on the flagship show, you'll never run into that problem.
No, we keep it pretty professional.
Yeah, very, very professional. We have 2 sets of notes today. But before we get into the Lamies, this is the new great award show. The Golden Globes just happened. The Oscars is a thing that happens.
Trying to find a trophy.
I was trying to find an envelope to pretend like I was taking the names out of, and because I'm a 38-year-old man, I don't have an envelope in my house.
Yeah. I don't have any more. I barely found stamps the other day.
Yeah, stamps. What? But anyway, we have the Lamies. The year-end lamest of the lame awards happening today. Very excited about this. Joe, compiling the list really took me down a walk down memory lane, and it was
a good year.
It was a great year.
It was a great year.
And one thing that I just want to say off the top, I really want AEW to exist forever, and I want it to just go on like this forever. I don't want them to I'm sure if they shut their doors or went out of business, it would be a huge news story. It'd be very juicy.
Is the chat supposed to be on my face?
Oh.
It's like on us. It's like on us both.
There we go. Yeah, that's the new look.
Yeah. OBS.
Chat on
you just had it. Would you have it above the other scene?
Yeah, I had to move it.
There we go.
Now it's like over here. Whatever. Who cares?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
We're
still trying to transfer over.
I need AEW to go on like this forever. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, chock full of memes. It only gets worse and worse by the week with Tony this week just going on Twitter and saying whatever the hell he feels like and fights with whoever. He's so stuck, hung up on the WWE. It's really funny.
I love him so much. I really, really do. It's not a joke. It's like Creed. You like Creed ironically for a long time, and then one day you wake up and you actually love Creed. And that's kind of where I'm at with Tony Khan. Like I can't wait. I want him to start cutting promos. He should have been the devil.
Yeah.
That'd have been amazing.
Yeah. If he wants to be part of the show so much, it probably would have been the best booking decision. That or Cornette.
Oh my God, Cornette would have been awesome. But the thing about Tony is I feel like if he was to try to lean into his character and become Mr. Khan, like it wouldn't be as good as him not trying. You know, like he wouldn't be able to deliver what he's been delivering these last few years.
Yeah, he'd have to like to be a heel. He'd have to be like really laid back and like cool, right?
Right.
Yeah, imagine him like super laid back and cool.
That's how
Hey
you
Renee,
direct him.
how's it going? Hey Renee.
You'd be like, okay, go out there and act like Hook. You know, like you're just so cool. Like go out there and act cool,
Yeah.
and that would hopefully generate some.
He just always wears like the big glasses, you know, like but the big shades, but the big shaded glasses. Yeah.
So we mentioned the Canadian the Canadian tuxedo. We mentioned the Philadelphia tuxedo. We would be remiss if we did not stop all wrestling talk and talk about sports, real sports, right now.
I passed by all the WrestleMania Philly venues today.
On like a little tour.
Yeah, I went to Lincoln Financial Field, where the Eagles are playing, and I had to do a return. And the pro shop was completely a ghost town. Like everyone's already jumped off the bandwagon.
I hate that. I hate that for the Philadelphia Eagles.
I mean, if they win like the next 2 games, yeah, sure, but we'll see.
So if they win, okay, continue because I want to talk.
No,
about
then
that.
I also passed by the 2300 Arena, and I passed by the GCW Collective venue, which is like a block or 2 from there. So
what kind of venue is that? Is that a venue or like just like a space?
It's like a sheet workers catering spot kind of thing.
Nice. An annex.
It's like it's like you can have weddings and bar mitzvahs in this place, and then it also would host like a flea market. So it's like a large space.
There should be like a big.
I don't know how they can fit, but I mean, like I've never seen the space itself. I've only been outside because they had the flea markets there during COVID and stuff.
There should be a big ass wrestling flea market, a Mania weekend.
I would assume that the people who do Battle Club Pro, what's the one that runs it? Oh, Battleground Wrestling, whatever the one that has like it's trying to be like a knockoff of ECW. It just always has. It'll do like they did Cardona versus Bully Ray. They had like RVD on the show after like RVD was in AEW that one day. They always do a con. Icons of Wrestling.
Right. That's the fake RF Feinstein thing. That's the thing that's rumored to still have Rob Feinstein behind it.
I mean, I would think so. How are they going to fill the room with all those gimmicks? They are 100% going to run a show there. I mean,
yeah, they have like
no, the schedule's already out. I'm sorry, but they're 100% also going to run a con there. Like,
right.
You know, why would they not?
Super Crazy versus Tajiri announced for that show.
Exactly. It'll be every. Man, Mania is such a cash grab now. It's so crazy.
It better be first because, Super Crazy versus Tajiri always used to be the first match of ECW television. So if they don't open the show with fucking Super Crazy Tajiri, then it ain't legit.
But yeah, speaking of Philly stuff, yeah, the Eagles.
NFL playoffs. It's basically, the Super Bowl is basically like football's WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
We're on the road to football WrestleMania.
Yep.
Right now. What seed are the Eagles? Because they were like 12-1 at one point.
They are the 5th.
The 5th seed. So they lost like 5 out of 7 of their last games, something like that?
Something like that, yeah. 5 of the last 6 or something.
Yikes.
So they're going to be facing the Buccaneers, who are the 4th seed.
Yikes.
Niners are number 1. They're going to have a bye. Cowboys are number 2. Are going to play the 7th Packers. And the Lions are 3 and face the 6 Rams.
Yeah, so basically anybody could beat anybody. Like if the Packers beat Dallas, I would not be surprised. I'd be like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, because they're away. It's at Lambeau.
No, it's not at Lambeau.
Oh, why does this say that then?
Yeah, it's the top seed is the home team, so it's in Dallas.
Yeah, my bad. I don't know why this bracket isn't. Maybe this bracket wasn't.
So,
proofread.
You have no faith. Do you think that the Eagles are going to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
I think so, and they'll probably just lose to the Cowboys in the next round.
And then they play the winner of the Cowboys and the
Cowboy. Look, from this bracket, which we've already perceived as wrong.
Yeah, because I think 2's on the other side. 2 is at the 2 should be at the bottom of the bracket. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It should
yeah.
go 1, 5, 3, 2, or something like
This
1.
one has 1 plus bye.
Right. Bye. Right.
2, 7, 3, 6, 4, 5.
No, I think it should go. I think it would run opposite. 4, 5. Yeah, whatever. 4, 5, 3, 7, 2, 6.
But these are the teams that are facing each other.
Yeah, those are the games. Correct. And who the Rams are playing Detroit in Detroit, and Matthew Stafford is going back to Detroit.
Okay.
Which is like a huge script thing.
Oh yeah. I think we're headed towards a Ravens Niners, bro.
You agree? Brennan in the chat says Ravens Niners as well.
I've been saying, well, I'm going off that TikTok, Instagram reel. That said the Roman numerals is always the color of the two teams blended together, like ingredients or whatever. Did you see that one?
No, but I can't. It can't be that simple.
Well, I mean, it was green and red last year, and then this year's like
it's just a coincidence.
Red and purple.
It's just a coincidence. Nothing to worry about. Okay, so
yeah.
I just how rare would it be if the first seed from each conference made it to the Super Bowl? Like you tell me the first seed from both conferences are going to win? No way.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's football, but
I'm going to go Eagles in the Super Bowl.
Oh shit!
I think
they've been playing possum. That's what people have been saying. That they've just been playing possum.
Yeah, they've been working some stuff out. But if they wanted to, they could just run the playbook from weeks 1 through 10.
Yeah,
and just crush. But they've been trying to figure some stuff out.
Yeah, that didn't work.
So you
something else.
You don't think that if Philly beats the Buccaneers, will Philadelphia change their mind?
I'm trying to shut off my space here. If what? Well, I'll change.
Will the city of Philadelphia change their mind and once again believe in the Eagles if they beat the Buccaneers, or do they have to win 2 games?
They have to win. They would have to win 2 games, and that second game has to be the Cowboys. If they do, then they'll have a whole bunch of steam behind them, and then maybe it will be them versus the Niners. And I think if they beat the Niners and are going to the Super Bowl, then it's 1,000% everybody's in, because those are the 2 teams that they were the best teams, but those are the teams they got blown out by, and that kind of started the whole wagon falling apart. So
yeah, I'm just having a hard time picking. I'm definitely going 49ers because I think out of all the teams that are in the playoffs, when all of them were at their most dominant, the 49ers were the most dominant of you know what I mean? They were just really good. I'm going to go 49ers, Dolphins. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Because if we're thinking about both teams doing great and asserting their will, I think that those 2 teams were the best when they were playing their best, if that makes sense.
So on the AFC side, it'd be Ravens with a bye, Bills, Steelers.
I can't believe the Steelers made the playoffs. The Steelers are terrible.
Chiefs, Dolphins, and Texans, Browns. So you got Texans with CJ Stroud as a rookie. Browns somehow got in there with Flacco.
Yeah. All right. I'm rooting for Flacco for sure.
Dolphins have been floundering, LOL. Chiefs have not been the Chiefs. Steelers somehow, Bills somehow still throw interceptions and still get in.
Yeah, Josh Allen.
Ravens also throw interceptions too, but then
Larry, what up? Larry from a Baltimore native says that he loves Lamar and loves Odell.
They stand Lamar.
Lamar is pretty cool. He's a weird guy though.
Yeah, he's not he's a little rough around the edges. He's not clean cut. QB like how Jalen is,
I love Jalen. He might be my favorite player, honestly.
Yeah.
He's fucking awesome. Yo, if you turned around
you're
and told
saying
me,
Dolphins, Niners.
Yeah, I think. And you know what? I'm going to go Eagles, Dolphins. I'll go Eagles, Dolphins because I really think that anybody. No, you know what? I'm going to go Cowboys. I think this is the Cowboys' year.
This is our year. I told you this is our year, brother.
Oh, we lost. Oh.
Next year. Yeah. They were already burning Prescott 8x10s like week 4 or 5.
I honestly have no idea who's going to win. Any team can beat any team. Nothing matters. The one team could be up 40 at halftime, and then the other team can just win. Like anything. Like they've written
Sway all the
every
bets.
story. Yeah.
Now that every bet is like, now that betting is everything and it's so fake, it's faker than pro wrestling.
It really is, like the calls and like what's a catch and what's not a catch. And like all these clips, especially TikTok, where you see the ref like moving the ball. Like the ball was on like the 40 and he takes it and he spots it at the 39.
Yeah. And the stuff in the Detroit game with the flag after the game over.
Yeah, dude. Come on. With the eligible fucking Yo, and you know what I learned from that? Apparently, the coaches meet with the referees before the game and give them a heads up to like what kind of trick plays they're going to run. Did you know this?
Where'd you read that?
Rex Ryan said that on the NFL fucking when they were talking about this. They were talking about the thing, the Lions thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he said like, yo, when you go, the referees meet with the coaches before the game. So if you're going to run like a fake punt or a fake field goal, if that's in your game plan, it doesn't say you have to run it, but if it's in your game plan, like a tackle eligible fucking play or like some kind of gadget play, you kind of want to give the referees a heads up and you tell them that you might run this and you show it to them because they need to, like, you don't want them to get confused and throw a whistle or like draw a flag when, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
they give him a heads up in case some weird shit happens. Yeah.
So Rex Ryan was like, yo, I've done it. It happens every game. That's what you do. That's just what happens. Which I thought was so weird. Like, what? The coaches meet with the fucking referees?
Yeah, but then they had the trick. But then, so they meet with them, but then they still throw a flag on the play because remember when Kelsey threw the pass in that one game and then the next the next snap, it was with the offsides?
No, it was that play. That play was a touchdown.
Oh,
play.
That was a play. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Yeah,
that it was a hook to Kelsey and then a pitch to Kadarius, but Kadarius was like not like you got to check in with the referee, which is also stupid. Like, why do you have to check in? Just stand where you're supposed to stand. Like, why do you have to say like, oh, I'm standing here? I don't know. Like, I don't understand. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
And like and the tackling is so bad. Like the guy, the defense, they look like me playing Madden. Like I'm just hitting box. I'm switching to every player and hitting box too early or too soon. Oh my God.
I'm betting, but I'll go all in on McCaffrey in 2 weeks. So we're taking a break. We're gonna get that bankroll together again.
Okay, all right. Yo, you wrote in the notes here for part of our, human being talk that you just wrote the Bears season 2. Did you watch the Bears season 2? Just won the Emmy, by the way.
Oh, did it win an Emmy?
It won Best TV Show, Comedy or Other something thing. It won Best Actor. I think Jeremy Allen White won, and I think the girl Best Female Supporting. His apprentice.
Oh, yeah, Sydney.
Sydney, right?
Yeah, we're not all the way through yet. I guess there's 10 episodes, and we watched like 6 or 7. So we just watched a very drawn out Christmas episode.
Oh man! So you watched Forks, where Richie goes to polish the forks.
No. This was
you did because that's before the Christmas episode.
The Christmas is a flashback, right, where they're all eating Christmas dinner.
Yeah, and like his brother's alive, and like it's like a whole bunch of actors. From
It's kind of pretty fucking. No, he didn't polish it. He threw the fork at the stepfather.
No, a few episodes before is an episode exclusively dedicated to Richie, because Carmy sends him to like stage at a fancy restaurant.
He stages in like Denmark or something.
No, that's the dessert guy stages in Denmark.
I don't even know this episode you're talking about, because then Tina's in school.
And there's one episode where Richie goes and he like
Richie's the cousin, right?
Yeah. He's like the asshole guy.
Yeah. cousin, not now, cousin.
Well,
That
whatever.
guy.
Let's get back to the Christmas episode.
Yeah, it was just really drawn out. I found myself getting kind of disconnected, but I think by the end it was worth it. In the last like 3 minutes at the table.
Oh, with Bob Odenkirk and the Punisher arguing.
Yeah, I think my audio just switched over. Do I sound different?
No, you sound good.
I'm good. Okay. All right.
Jomo is a chef, and she's all about the bear. What
What's up, Jomo?
What
Yeah, I'm meh about it. I like the first. All right, so the first season I liked more, but it still had like a fine lining of cringe. But the fact I liked it is because it was basically like my life. You know, I'm
it was
like,
super accurate.
super accurate. Where so now with them building the restaurant and doing so much more character
Stage.
development, it's yeah, I just don't like it as much. I only like the parts with when dessert dude goes in stages with Adam Warlock and
Mhm.
yeah. I mean that's the only food stuff they've done.
Yeah, there's a lot more character stuff happening. But I'm the exact opposite, Joe.
And I've never liked the characters that much, besides maybe Carmy. So, like, to have everyone else with these characters building them up, it's kind of like,
Oh,
gotta
come
check
on.
out.
You're so cranky. You don't like the dessert guy? That dessert guy's so cool.
I was so pissed about the dessert guy in season 1 when he's like fucking around with the books and he's like trying to make a cake or something like that, and he's pissing away all his prep time.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Yo, what's going on? Are you ready for service?" "Oh, I'll be all right." And then he like instead like I think he was trying to make donuts,
Right.
and he has to make a cake for service. And then he waits till like the very last minute and then botches the cake because he's like throwing everything to the mixer and making this big old fucking mess. And it's just like he didn't have his priorities in check. So he has to prove himself to me first.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you were mad at him.
Yeah.
So you're more like the guy who's in Carmi's flashbacks, Joel McHale, where he's like,
Oh
"You
yeah.
fucking
He's
suck.
like,
You're an asshole. You're shit.
yeah.
Like, nice tattoos, pussy."
Yeah, you're a piece of shit. He's like, "You're nothing, chef." So I guess so. After I took a break, like during COVID from the industry, and like came back, everybody was calling each other chefs in restaurants, and I'm like, why is everyone calling each other a chef? Like they call the dishwasher a chef, they call the food runner a chef, they call the manager the chef, and I guess it was because of this show.
Yes, chef.
What's up, chef?
Yeah.
All right,
so
chefs.
dumb. Yeah, behind corner.
That stuff's accurate. That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
Were you
we do
impressed
that
that he learned how to chop? Those were apparently his actual hands.
Oh, the Islander look guy.
No, all of the people apparently chopped with their own hands, including Jeremy Allen White. He went to CIA for 2 weeks, full ride.
Yeah, no, they did train. Yeah. So
I actually
I believe
cut
that.
my finger cutting a bagel. Thought I cut my finger off cutting a bagel the other day. And you know the bagel's the classic one to cut yourself on. It's always the bagel. They say watch out when you're
because
cutting a
it's-
bagel.
It could be stale. It could be like a little moist, and all that.
Yeah, so I thought I completely cut my finger to the bone.
You say that has been my entire career, food service down here in Baltimore. Cutting his finger off with bagels.
No, making donuts. Or people the guy fucking up with the donuts.
You got to do the thing where it's like the stencil, and you put the bagel in, and then it's sliced. You
Right.
slice down.
Yeah, that's what I need.
We have one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, I'm not good. Almost killed
So
myself.
so I'm not that far. Like I said, I'm not that far. Well, I'm far into it, but just not.
Yo,
the
the
restaurant has
Christmas episode with the big fat guy talking to John Mulaney about hey, do you have $500? You know, he says it like Larry says it too. Do you
Yeah,
have $500?
I noticed that. He was like, dollars. I was like, did he just say it?
He said it.
Or he says it?
And
Yeah.
and yeah, John Mulaney and like the way that John Mulaney interacts with like the whole family, and he's like, "Oh, hi, I'm just here." And the woman from American Horror Story.
Well, he's a comic, right?
Yeah, John Mulaney's a comic and like a
Yeah,
writer.
what's her face?
Yeah, he's awesome. She's in it. Freaking
Halloween.
Oliver Pratt is in it. Jamie Lee
What's her-
Curtis plays the mom. The guy that Italian guy who played the Punisher is like the brother. But we already knew that.
John Bernthal.
Yeah, Bernthal. You got fucking Bob Odenkirk.
So that's when it starts getting good, when he starts being like his heel dick. That's the only time like that guy's good, because when he was when he was Shane on Walking Dead,
yeah.
and then when he was the Punisher. So that guy has to be a douche. If he's not being a douche and trying to be funny, it doesn't work. He has to be like,
That is one of
an
my
asshole.
favorite episodes of any television show that I've watched recently is that Christmas episode. I fucking love that. I think it's so great. And, you probably were half paying attention, but there's an episode before that that's like, you know how the pastry guy had his own episode, kind of? Richie has his own episode, the cousin.
I think we might have skipped an episode by accident.
It's called, the title of the episode is Forks, which is so dope because that comes up later at the end of the Christmas episode.
Yeah.
And like it's called Forks because like Carmy sends him to go polish sends him to go like work at like a really fancy like 5-star fucking restaurant, right?
Yeah, I don't remember this
And
episode.
he's got to just polish the forks, and of course he's like a dick about it because like, oh, why am I'm just sitting over here polishing the fucking, and and through the episode he like learns and he fucking grows and it's fucking amazing. It's fucking
I mean,
so
that's
good.
the kind of the whole concept of the show is that they learn and grow and not only grow as people, but grow technique wise and aren't like in this grimy, like Chicago beef place. Like they're going to do like nice food at the end.
Yeah. I miss the old restaurant though, because like season 1 takes place in the shitty, like dingy,
Chicago beef,
yeah, just the beef. And now they're like renovating. So it's about like, oh, the gas inspector's coming.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to wrestling.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yo, I love actual good television with actual actors so much more than I love wrestling, Joe. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
Like,
I love pro wrestling with inspiring actors who think they're going to be in Hollywood.
yeah, aspiring actors who, by the way, like,
Or OnlyFans, the ones that are going to go to OnlyFans. So
or those
like
But even,
Mandy,
like has there
Mandy Sachs and those types. Yeah.
has there ever been a wrestler to go to Hollywood and do like a respected good movie? Like, is there like a respected good role that the Rock?
Cena.
What did Cena do?
Cena and Suicide Squad, I think.
But that was still comic booky. They never do like a drama. They never do a thing where people grow.
He was in Barbie. I watched that last week too.
How was that?
Barbie, what? I didn't know Barbie was like this woman film.
What do you mean?
Ended up being
woman
like
film?
it was like a film all like positive about women. You know what I mean? Which is fine. I thought it was going to be a comedy.
It wasn't a quirky comedy about that. What you just said?
No, it ended up being about like how women are stereotyped because of Barbie, and they're trying to change the balance of power in the universe.
Huh. I didn't realize that it was. I guess it was Barbie's fault a little bit.
That and Oppenheimer, I realized that the reason of that whole social media campaign of Barbieheimer was because those movies were not that good.
They were the summer blockbusters of our year, Joe.
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever.
Listen, it's not anybody's fault. It's not Barbie's fault that
Yeah.
Independence Day already came out.
What about Batista? You said it
Ooh.
was not. Oh no. So what he did. He was in Dune. He was in Blade Runner. But these are all small roles.
Yeah, but he I guess he is trying. He's the closest one to being a serious actor. I mean, he was in Knock at the Cabin Door Woods or something.
Knock at the
Knock at the
cabin
woods
door on the left of.
Yeah, on the left. Knock at the
Knock
door
at the
of
left
the cabin on the left in the woods.
In the village of.
But
Midsommar.
and that was a serious role, but it wasn't like, yo, this is an Oscar nominated. This is like a critically acclaimed, and the Oscar goes to Batista.
I walk alone.
Oh man, yeah, I'm glad.
So he's
going to
be nominated
realized.
this year. You think? That's the rumor. He's not nominated. He's gonna be inducted in the Hall of Fame.
I'm so glad that we both immediately knew instinctually that that's the only way that Batista would accept an Oscar.
And it's like,
Hell yeah, dude.
so have you been keeping up with headlines this week in wrestling? Anything?
Well, I mean, the number one source of entertainment Mikey Whipwreck on Twitter said it best, friend of the program, friend of the bullies, said the shit on Twitter is more entertaining than the TV show.
Yeah.
Which is like the simplest way to put it, but like the most accurate.
So I guess, I don't know, how should I phrase this? So have you seen what the USA Network Twitter account says sometimes?
No, I have not.
Whoever runs their Twitter account is like a wrestling fan, but like a troll at the same time.
They're like a little snarky.
Yeah.
It's like
And,
when
like,
all of a sudden Arby's sends out a funny tweet.
Yeah, it's like that. And I don't know what order this all happened in. So Tony Khan went to Twitter. I don't know if I saw some crop together thing of like Jinder Mahal and Tony Khan and the USA Network having this like three-way dance on Twitter. But what was Tony the one that started it when he said
I think
that oh, like you're a bunch of hypocrites, you know, you're saying what did he say
actually
about
screenshotted the initial tweet.
Yes.
I believe
can you just read that?
I believe that this is the tweet that started it all. I could be mistaken. But I guess like it got okay, so on Monday they announced that Jinder Mahal will be facing Seth Rollins for the what's the name of it? Universal Heavyweight.
No, just the WWE World Heavyweight title,
Heavyweight Championship at Royal Rumble. And Tony Khan tweets out on Tuesday, a double standard, double spaced. Hook, 28-1 career record, on winning streak, calls out the champ. A logical challenge sparks online outrage. I guess he's referring to people online like laughing that like Hook was the next guy for Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Jinder has literally lost every single match he's in for the past year. Immediately gets title shot. Where is the rage? Hashtag AEW tomorrow on TBS. I mean, that tweet had like 10 million.
Right now on
Right
TBS.
Now. That tweet had like 10 million impressions, though. You know, it was like.
Me. Yeah. And then Jinder responded to this.
And he said something along
Who the fuck is Hook?
Who's Hook? What is Hook or something? It wasn't
what
mean,
is a Hook?
but he was like, who is Hook?
Sorry, I just started fasting this week, like intermediate fasting. So I have to get all my shit in on calories in the next 20 minutes before 9 p.m.
Why are you doing that?
Just health reasons and weight loss and stuff, all the perks of that and stuff.
How do you
So
feel?
my girl and I can only eat between the window of 1 p.m. and 9 p.m. now. We have to go 16 hours. 16 hours not eating.
I feel like I do that anyway.
So you stay in shape then?
That's why I'm like I'm like unhealthy.
Yeah.
thin.
Like you're probably very malnourished. Yeah.
Yeah. But I definitely only eat between the hours of 1 and 9. Well, no, that's not true because after this, I'll go get a bite. I'll get a bite at like 10 or 12.
You're probably eating at maintenance with your maintenance calorie. Let me look up this too. Jinder Mahal.
He's drinking his New Year New Me shake.
Yeah, pretty much.
So Jinder Mahal said, who is Hook? And then I guess...
But he said something else and like fucking... Like, he owned Tony Khan. He owned him.
Out of all the people... You know, Tony Khan has often said snarky things on Twitter and called out WWE, but he's never really mentioned a wrestler of theirs by name until now.
Mm-hmm.
He actually typed Jinder and like called out a specific wrestler.
Yeah, he's never done that. Yeah.
And it's like, damn, man, like, I mean, I know Jinder's Canadian, but he is of like Asian descent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so is Tony Khan, you know, the Khan family. So it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of funny. Like, out of all the guys to go after for the first time, like personally go after their like body of work. You went after like a fellow brown guy. Like that's not cool. Like
he said, "Who the fuck is Hook?" Watch Monday Night Raw on @USA Network Monday 8 p.m. Eastern. Like he had like what Tony says.
Yeah. Okay. Good for him.
So that's why you memed
And
him,
then
yeah.
somehow the USA Network asked, like they said, how were the cage side reports or something, right?
See, I don't know if that had to do with them two tweeting, but the USA Network responded, it's like, what is the cage match rating? Like cagematch.net?
Right.
Like that website that pulls all the ratings and votes of matches and shows. You don't know what that is, anybody watching? But yeah.
Which is funny because it's like
it's just kind of like a more insider thing to say.
Well, and it like trolls him about like that's what he cares about. You know, he cares about his cage match rating. He's checking cagematch.net.
What's my Meltzer rank?
Yeah. So dope. So dope. Did you see what Edge said about 5-star matches? He was on Busted Open. He was like, what's even a five? He basically buried the whole concept of somebody who's never wrestled critiquing you on 5 stars and how, wrestlers don't know how to do it. And also related, Chavo Guerrero came out, kind of threw some shade at Logan Paul, saying like Logan Paul goes over his matches for like a month in advance, step by step. Like he has a ring, he practices.
He does like the Macho Man Ricky Steamboat method where they go over every fucking.
Bret Hart did that too, though. Bret Hart said that he said that he's run a few matches like before,
like where every spot and elbow and punch and fucking Irish whip and everything was like fucking written down in a book.
It's like stand-up comedy or like painting or any other art form. Like if you wanna feel it out and react to the crowd, I think that's a very valid method of wrestling. And if you want to plan your shit step for step, I think that's a very valid. Like when they say like wrestling is an art form, blah blah blah. That's what I agree with. Like, hey, whether you want to feel it out like Chavo Guerrero, or whether you want to like plan it out like Bret Hart, Logan Paul, like all the greats have done both. Too.
Like call it in the ring, brother, or go over it before the match, or go over it 1,000 steps in a notepad book.
Yeah. Either way, like to me, that's the actual art form. It's just how you're writing the song, right? It just so happens that, some of the songs aren't good. It just so happens that the songs aren't good now, so that's like more forefront in the discussion. Like, oh, these kids, they're planning out every move. It's not. No, it's the big moves not meaning anything, I think is a valid argument. But like to criticize somebody for planning out, that's just a method of the art form.
Yeah,
it's a fine line, I think.
What else is going on in the world? NWA is doing their first death. Is it their first death match?
Is that what they're calling it?
They're calling it. It's Cardona versus EC3 in a death match.
Well, I mean, the phrase Texas death match has been used in NWA before, I'm sure. It's
something like, they call it the was it the 10 pounds of gold or whatever it is? It's like 10 pounds of death match. I don't know, something like that. 10 pounds of gold death
10
match.
10 pounds of flesh.
Yeah, something like that.
To me, it's not a
I'm sure
modern...
it was Cardona's idea.
Do you think they're going to use tubes?
I doubt it.
Because to me...
Maybe one.
If there's not glass or... Yeah, to me, I think that I would classify it as, in the modern era... Last 10 to 15 years, or last, since 2000, maybe you could even say 2004, whatever. If there's not tubes or some type of pane of glass, then it's not an American death match to me. You could say Texas death match. Swerve and Hangman had a match, but they had like a Mick Foley hardcore match. They had Royal Rumble 2000, Triple H. Like, what was Royal Rumble 2000 Triple H Cactus Jack? It wasn't a death match. This is a no DQ match.
That's when they used to call it hardcore.
Yeah, it was hardcore.
Hardcore wrestling. What do you call what Joey Janela does in all his matches?
I don't know.
Rotten.
I'm not funny. Yeah, I'm not funny enough to say a one word that's hilarious right there. But well, what do you mean? Like, because
You know what I mean? Like, he's not using glass, but he's always going to use a chair or a door.
That's
door.
hardcore. That's hardcore. It's hardcore.
Yeah,
You know,
that
it's like
makes sense, I
ECW.
guess,
ECW, you could use a chair in the matches.
Yeah.
It's just they just called those matches. It was like in Canada they call Canadian bacon bacon.
Speaking of GCW, I guess Andrade was pulled from the shows this weekend.
Yeah, he was like, wait a second, I don't want to do
I
that.
think they were supposed to. I guess they were doing. I think these were the shows that were supposed to be Janela versus Andrade.
Yeah. Do you think that's because the E scooped him right up and they're like, yo, you're in?
Well, I think
You're
he
back.
had he said something. He was like, things changed really quickly, and I have to be off the shows this weekend or something like that.
Yeah, because they're
He
like,
said,
hey,
he said that like on Twitter or something.
you're gonna be in the Rumble. You're gonna come back in the Rumble. Then we'll figure out what to do with you, and just don't get hurt between now and then.
Well, we won't know if he's in the Rumble until we see the sheet.
Right, the picture of the sheet.
I have a new sheet, by the way. We'll talk about it later.
Okay, all right.
No, not a Rumble sheet. It's the Perth, Australia show, Elimination Chamber. potential
Another
call.
sheet got leaked. These sheets, they're just
Sheets
blowing.
and sheets of data. Sheets and sheets.
They're blowing.
You know
in
why?
the wind.
Because we put our money where our mouth is here.
Jinder Mahal put his money where his mouth is.
Yeah.
So Jinder Mahal is the most over wrestler.
Yeah.
Like he might beat Seth Rollins now just to stick it up.
Yeah, just to yeah. That's an experiment, a social experiment.
Yeah, go for it. Oh yeah. Then the last one, the Jericho MVP.
So I guess there was some beef between MVP and
What
Jericho
have I become?
a few years ago on the Jericho cruise,
2020 Jericho cruise.
and now it's come out that I guess did they start their Twitter beef again or something, or like who narked out that he was actually punched out or something? I don't know. I should do more research with these headlines, but kind of just like, oh, that sounds good. We'll just talk about it and then just never go back.
So I don't know how it all started, but I'll tell you my perspective of it. On the Jim Cornette show, they were talking about Jericho, and they're calling it the week of Jericho, starting with Christmas, yelling at his own news site, saying that he never signed an NDA, then getting like that whole thing. Then Nick Hausman tweets like, what about the NDAs that you have people sign? And then the whole Kylie Ray thing comes out. And of course, Jericho has enough energy to tweet at 4 a.m. on Christmas Day, but he doesn't tweet anything back for any of this. Then it evolves into Tony Khan with the hat on and the glasses on, like kind of dodging the question. The videos of Tony Khan talking about Kylie Ray's release come out. Jericho's public enemy number one. They're trying so hard to hide that everybody hates him on camera.
Judas. He's Judas.
He's the
betrayed
Judas
us
in
all.
his mind.
Judas in my mind.
So Jericho's basically going through it right now. He is just he's down bad. And I guess
They should probably keep him off TV, but they won't. They won't do that.
No, because he's like, I got to go out there. We got to give him the old razzle dazzle. Show must go on, brother.
Yeah, the good old college try, I guess.
So, So Brian Last did mention on the pod, as he's describing everything that I just described, he goes, and you know what? We've seen stories of him getting kicked out of hotel rooms for being drunk, and we know he loves his Grey Goose. And
do you know who I am? Yeah, like.
And he goes, I have stories of him on the cruise that I wish that we could tell. And oh, by the way, sidebar, you remember Jericho smelled Brian's fiance's hair?
Yeah.
He also, when he was at that, I don't know if it was that show or the next time they came around, he got into like a fight with fans. Like Brian has a firsthand account. He works security, and he saw Chris Jericho it was in a fight that had to get broken up. So it's an ongoing thing. And he
I saw a fight today.
What?
I saw a fight on the street today.
Ooh, tell me.
I was coming out of the post office, dropping stuff off from the eBay store, providing the marks with items. providing Michigan fans with their Rose Bowl items.
Wow, you are on it.
And I'm looking over and pulling out of the spot. And I look in my rear view and I see all these other people in my peripheral looking kind of behind me. I look in my rear view and I see these two women are like, and she throws the woman and they all fall like with their body weight into like this trash can on the street. That's all I saw because I wasn't going to just stop in traffic. I'd already pulled out of the spot. But I was like, oh, this is a prelude. My buddy's like, this is a prelude to WrestleMania weekend.
So apparently the story has once again come up, maybe because it was mentioned on the Jim Cornette show and people did some digging, that MVP was on the Jericho Cruise and there was an altercation and MVP, whack, knocked Jericho's ass out.
I'm coming. Yeah. Tropicana. I got the juice. Well, I don't know all the lyrics of the song. I'm coming.
Poor Chris Jericho.
Fuck him. So yeah, you want to get into the link? It was a pretty short news week though, overall.
Yeah, I mean Tony Khan kind of saved it with his manic tweeting, but besides that, it was. Did you watch any AEW Dynamite last night? I just want to talk about this. We have another minute or two. I just want to put an end to the Jericho thing. You know, he was getting booed last week. And I don't think they were prepared for it. Like, people sang his song and then booed him out of the building.
Yeah.
And there was the sign.
That's what I was saying there too, regardless.
And so I didn't.
There's plenty of reasons to boo him.
I didn't witness. Yeah, I would have booed him anyway. I didn't see this in person, but apparently last night on the show, Larry told me that they gave Jericho the New Jack treatment and played his song over his entire appearance.
Oh, that's why they did that. I was wondering why.
And Larry sent it. Is that what happened?
What? What'd you say?
Is that what happened? Did you see this segment?
Yeah, they were doing the New Jack. Like, I was like, oh, well, he's doing the New Jack thing. I guess he's gonna. I didn't even realize it was to drown out the booze.
Yeah, and they were in like Daly's place, right? So it's like I can't get booed at Daly's place.
What did the gangsters come out to? What was the song they used or New Jack used? Whatever.
Oh, I couldn't even tell you. I just call it New Jack.
It wasn't it like NWA? I think it was NWA. Larry probably knows.
It was so on the nose, says Larry.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
All right, and we will talk about AEW shows and WWE shows after the Lamies if we have time. Because I would love to. Larry, I'll just call out the Larry comment. He says, if AJ Lee comes out at the Rumble, I will legitimately cry.
Let's light it up. Na 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 na.
Is that her? I don't know.
That's her song. Light it, na 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 na.
She's gonna do like the way too contrived like skip, right? Like the. Huh.
Light it up.
I mean, I think that like her odds are definitely not in the minus to appear, but she's like the most likely touchdown scorer. Like she's at plus 100. AJ Lee appearance.
We already went through the script though. She's not on it.
Oh right, we saw the sheets.
Sheets and sheets.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it is time. Snickers presents. I
should have prepared more. The 2023 Lamies.
2024, but only 23 eligible.
Okay, I wasn't sure. This is my first award show. The Lamies. Da, 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 da.
Winner in brackets.
Welcome to an evening where we cherish and honor those who have gone forth in the wrestling industry to be more lame than anyone could have possibly imagined. This night is to honor those lacking the self-awareness to make themselves into memes and continue to provide us with endless hours of entertainment. Let's take a moment of silence for those lames who have passed away in this year. Thank you. Oh, that's a good lame one. Thank you.
Dun, 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 dun.
Boogaloo.
So, should we just go right into the categories, I guess?
Yeah, go for it. You take it away, Joe.
So, Pat and I worked long and hard the last 3 weeks compiling a list of very researched and remembered and
Endless research.
endless 45 minutes. Yes.
Sheets and sheets and
sheets of
sheets
data.
of data.
Sheets and sheets of data. So, first category up is the most lame reveal or surprise. So, the punch, I guess, or the huge reveal or conclusion to a storyline, or like a wrestler or someone showing up.
Yes, and the nominees are
The nominees are the Devil reveal in AEW for
sneaking
World's
in
End.
at the very end of eligibility.
like 2 days, 3 days before. Yeah. Anything The Rock did in 2023.
Things that come to mind for me, wrestling things that The Rock did, is he did the segment where he called Austin Theory a bitch with Pat McAfee there.
Bitch. Yeah, you punk bitch.
Shut
Yeah,
up,
like
bitch!
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you know. And anything that, and he did the thing recently with Jinder. And, listen, The Rock sprinkled a little rock dust on Jinder. Tony Khan sprinkled a little Khan dust on Jinder, which, by the way, I would love to snort Khan dust. And all of a sudden, boom, Jinder, new champion. Okay.
The John Cena return run in the fall.
That's
I found it to be pretty lame. It was just bald memes and
bald memes, yeah.
and his rubber face looking like Ernest.
He is very earnest looking.
CM Punk returns at the final second to the WWE, randomly ending the show.
Oh, and by the way, like Mussolini!
They just like they shoehorned him in. Like
with like
by the way, like Mussolini.
Yeah, they played it at 1.5 speed, the song.
Yeah.
And he came, and you know what was lame about that too, Joe? His fucking haircut was totally lame.
Yeah. Totally. No, now he's back to slicking it back.
I'm going to add one. Oh, wait, there's one more. Go ahead.
There's one more. And then we just have the debut or just promotion of Jade Cargill. They put all resources and had so many rubs going on, and then poof, she just disappeared.
And if
Erased
you were
from
just
existence. Yes.
It's like I always say, if somebody who didn't watch wrestling was walking by while Shawn Michaels was coming out, they'd be like, "Oh, who's this? A male hooker? A male stripper?" Like if somebody,
she's always like naked.
So if somebody doesn't, like if
At least
somebody
give her some like professional looking clothes or something, and then,
no, well that's what I'm saying. It's like Triple H came in his suit to get her out of the back of the Escalade, and she was dressed like
like Cardi B or like
like Cardi B.
Something.
And it was like if somebody who didn't watch wrestling was walking by, they thought this was a show about a guy, getting a hooker.
Megan Thee Stallion, yeah.
But she's awesome. I can't wait for her debut. Most anticipated of 2024 and frontrunner for major lamey categories of the same year.
Yeah.
So
she's possible early entrant for the most lame superstar.
I'm going to go
lame
ahead and add
person.
the Edge to AEW.
Okay.
To that. And also, I just want to just bring it back to football real quick because I was thinking about this when we were talking.
Wait, sorry. So so like that one has like a lot of nominees. How like Best Picture has like a fuck ton of nominees. Like some of these, 'cause some will have like 3 or 4.
Yeah, there are only 3.
Other ones will have like 10. They'll just nominate every film.
I'm
with it.
We're talking about like Bill Belichick got fired or left the Patriots. So like it's the real reality that next year Bill Belichick is going to be wearing like an Atlanta Falcons hat and coaching, and it's going to be like so weird to see. And it's so weird to see like Aaron Rodgers in a fucking Jets jersey and Brett Favre in a Vikings jersey and Tom Brady in a Tampa Bay jersey. And I feel like that was the same thing when Edge came out. Like when Miro came out and all these ex guys came out, I like accepted it. But when Edge came out for AEW,
Didn't feel right, yeah.
Yeah,
He's too E, bro. He's too E.
Yeah, it was just like it's not Yeah, it's just that's not it for me. It's like Bill Belichick in a Washington fucking Commander's visor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
And the winner of the most lame reveal surprise is...
I should have had. We said that we were going to get drum roll sound effects.
You're busy. That's fine.
Hold on.
The devil reveal.
You
You accept the devil reveal.
The devil.
Adam.
Adam. The best part about it is that he's actually hurt. Like this whole time.
That's what's so lame about it. It's like it took forever and ever, and the breadcrumbing was just so like obvious, and we had to sit through so much shit, and then it's just like I'm still hurt sitting in a chair doing the promo.
So when Roderick Strong guilt tripped Adam Cole into mowing his lawn and moving the furniture, that was all just part of their intricate plan of deception.
Yeah.
So they already decided then.
Masterpiece.
Boom! I'm the devil now.
Boom! I'm the devil. Next up
so
is...
I always thought. I'm sorry. I always just thought that when we were talking about the odds for Adam Cole to reveal, I thought that in my mind, part of it was going to be that he ripped his boot off and was like and super kicked him or something. And it was like a fake thing. So, like, yeah, the fact that he actually is.
I thought they did that in NXT. Didn't he fake an injury in NXT?
He's like hurt for 6 months. And he's not even in like a sneaker. He's in a full on walking boot and crutches.
Yeah, he's not walking, putting any weight on it. He hasn't even gone back to probably rehab or anything yet.
Jeez Louise.
All right, we'll be back with a commercial break.
All right.
Next category up is best Tony Khan moment.
The lamest best.
Yeah, the lamest.
They're really the one and the same.
First nominee is hugging at the Forbidden Door scrum when he was hugging like Okada and trying to hug everybody that came up, you know?
And then that led to people researching how many times he's hugged in the past, which led to hugging montages.
Hugging montages. The Timeless Tony outfit. Timeless Tony Storm gave him the goggles and the hat or whatever at World's End. And that was most recently. A lot of these got in at the last minute, Pat.
Well, there's another one that was omitted that I'm going to add right now before you keep going, which is him bumping into the Tony Inoki table and knocking his photo over.
Yeah, and the photo fell and then went back up, and then Rocky just said "fuck it,"
and then going on to do that whole press conference with the scarf on, and in turn giving us probably the best moment of our show this year, which is the explanation of the
scarf,
the Continental Classic.
Yeah, of course, yeah. That's our best moment. And then the final nominee is the speech where he said he was fearing for his life due to CM Punk roughhousing Jungle Boy at All Out or All In or whatever it's called.
And you know what the best part of that whole thing was too? I don't know exactly what the sequence of events was live, but we saw the show that week opened with his statement in front of the green screen, like a practiced State of the Union.
Yeah.
But that
I have
night,
a statement. Yeah, it's like a statement.
That night he went out and addressed the live crowd as well. And said pretty much the same.
That's when he sat in the chair. That's when he sat in the chair, right?
Yeah.
He had a chair. He did the Adam Cole promo.
Yeah, he came out with, and he had a chair because
that's why I was saying it was gonna be like that Punk wasn't fired because
he used
I was
the
like,
chair.
oh, this is like he's getting booed out of the building. He's sitting in it. Look, he's sitting in a chair, getting.
He brought out his own chair and unfolded it and put it down and sat in it.
Yeah, I got something to tell you guys. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna put you over my lap and.
I feared for my life.
Yeah. Oh, I feared my life though. Yeah. But yeah, no.
So he got booed out of the building.
No self-awareness. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Never change.
And the winner is Timeless Tony Khan.
Timeless Tony Khan.
The reason he won this award is because of the fact he answered the Chris Jericho molestation questions
with the hat and
with
glasses.
the outfit on.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was the best part. That
And just
sealed
like-
the deal.
He's fucking
Yeah, he
crazy.
looks like.
I don't have a pair of sunglasses here.
Yeah, I mean, it was
I do. Never mind. Yeah,
it was
just like-
something.
There we go.
There you go. You're looking more like him.
Next segment, our next next category is most lame storyline.
Lamest of the
Most
lame storylines.
Lamest of the lame storyline is first up is Adam Cole and MJF best friends or best pals storyline with them going to like what you said mowing the lawn and or no
Right.
that was with Adam and then later on but before that
They
when
went
they
to
were
like Applebee's together, and like Max
Jesus
like
Christ, dude.
Max like banged chicks in the bathroom of Applebee's. You know, like it was like they would be in the middle of like doing their storyline, and then he'd be like, "Hold on 1 second, hey sweetheart," and then he'd like come out of. Then it would cut to him coming out of the bathroom like zipping his fly. Like, yep. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, they had like a bloomin' onion together and thought of the kangaroo kick.
yeah
Oh, there was so much bad
that
stuff.
wasn't it bro. Orange Cassidy Intercontinental storyline. Do you remember anything about this?
Oh, where he went like he just won every match and he just really
Well, he
cared.
won every match and they built it up and then didn't like Moxley beat him and then Ray Phoenix beat him and then Moxley beat him again and then Orange Cassidy beat him.
And can we count into that award the Moxley Phoenix concussion thing that
I
happened?
think we have that don't we have some of that somewhere else in the show?
No, that no, I want to add that here.
Oh, that's in there. Okay.
Yeah, because that was part of the Continental Classic. It was like Orange for like weeks, Moxley. No graphics for the awards. Come on, what do you want me to do? You want me to dedicate how many hours? You know what?
Man hours.
How many hours can I do? I work. Hold on, let me whip something up. Should I just cue up some award music?
Yeah, you can. You could do it on your desktop audio.
Yeah, we'll have drum roll and
Yeah, there you go. Just drum roll it, bro.
Jesus Christ, now you make me feel bad. I'm sitting here thinking the same thing, but it's too late now. Drum roll. We'll do Huh. That's weird.
That's really weird.
Huh. All right. We're not getting a drum roll.
No drum roll?
No.
Okay. So next up, for most lame storyline, I also nominated the Judgment Day.
Ooh. What specifically about the Judgment Day was lame to you?
Damian Priest, Finn Balor, his promos suck. JD McFunko Pop. I mean, I wouldn't call Rhea Ripley lame, but just the overall. I know it's lame. It's lame. I know it's a hot thing going in the company now, but it's not that good, and it's they got way more legs out of this thing than they should have. Another nomination. I
found one. I found a drum roll.
Jarrett thing.
Oh, dude, that's my favorite part. I don't know who's gonna win
That was
this.
the Leatherface video game promotion match.
Oh,
That's what
man.
it was.
So good. I love video game promotion matches. Did you see on the college
Like a dragon.
one of these college bowl games was sponsored by Pop Tarts? Did you
Oh
see
yeah,
this?
what was that about with the Pop Tart being?
The Pop Tart
eaten or
was like
something?
being crazy. It was like a guy dressed in a Pop Tart outfit.
Yeah,
And then at halftime he got lowered into a toaster.
yeah.
Or I don't know if he got I think that the team that won lowered the Pop Tart guy into a toaster, cooked him, and he came out a delicious Pop Tart, a human-sized Pop Tart, and the whole team had to take a bite of it. It was awesome. That's how I feel about wrestling.
Oh, that's right. That's why I saw the goo in the guy's hand. Like, oh, how it started, and then the guy's like,
Yeah, because
Eating
he was
all the white
eating a
cream
part
on
of the
his
Pop
face.
Tart cake.
yeah,
Yeah. That's kind of like, and you remember Dominic Mysterio fought Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. Battle, sun, versus Father, sponsored by Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Well, it
love
says
this.
blood for a blood match like Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal. Sabu appears to help Adam Cole versus Chris Jericho.
Yes, the Sabu. I added this last minute because I just thought that Sabu helping Adam Cole early in the year was like a deeper cut. But wow, what a mess. What a disaster.
Yeah, he came out. He didn't come out with Adam Cole, and then he chased whoever.
He was in a suit.
Yeah, he was in a suit, and then he chased out whoever was with Jericho with a chair. So it was like they announced like, oh, it was going to be Sabu on the show, and he just came out, chased the guy around with a chair, went back up the ramp, and then you never saw him
Well,
ever
there
again.
there was a clip where
Right
he
to the
did-
pay window.
He did. He went right back to catering.
Yeah.
He's like, I was calling it in the ring. I decided that I needed to. My character needed to leave.
Yeah. I called
He
it in the ring,
did.
brother.
He did like a dead weight splash to the
Dude,
outside.
it doesn't
of the
work for me,
table.
brother. What, did Wade splash off the apron to the outside?
No, off the top rope to the outside through a table to somebody. It was horrible.
Oh, so he did do a spot. All right, so he can go with the pay window then.
All right.
And
Lamest
last,
storylines.
what was the last nominee? Like a Dragon street fight.
The Like a Dragon street fight, which contained Kota Ibushi riding a bicycle and hitting people with a pipe. Because in a video game.
It.
What?
Yeah, I don't even remember that spot, but I mean, I remember some of the match. But I forgot but that's because they were trying to do what was it, DDT fucking pro wrestling.
Yeah, they were trying to do Yakuza, the video game. Because
Yeah, but
in
like,
that game,
that's what they used to do in DDT. That's what they do in DDT Pro. Is like, you know,
Yeah.
just silly shit. They cover themselves in body oil, and then like a lot of body oil, not like normal shiny Randy Orton body oil, like a lot of body oil.
The
and then go
journey to
flying
becoming
down,
a university
slip side with body oil into like explosives or something like that. And the winner
Hold on.
of the most.
I got it.
Well, you
Okay.
gotta point to me when I. The winner is Adam Cole and the MJF storyline. Yes.
Adam
Fucking
Cole
lame.
and the MJF
Best friends storyline, we'll call it, yes.
storyline. The best
When
friends.
you point at me, is it like, can I say my piece, or you point and then I?
Hold on.
I can't hear anything.
I'm
on
pulling
mine.
up I know. I'm pulling up award music. Hold on. It's very important stuff here, Joe.
Yeah, go for
1 hour of awards music. There we go.
it. Just make sure we're not like drowned out.
I think. Hold on. Yeah, this is good. We're just gonna keep this playing. And the winner is Adam Cole and MJF.
There we go.
Best friends storyline. I guess that kind of also includes the devil reveal too. Like that was really
Yeah. A lot of the stuff is around the Devil and MJF, Adam Cole, bro. You know, in the last 2 weeks.
All right, well there
All right.
you have it.
So I'm gonna skip. We'll leave the most lame person for the end.
That's like best picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So next up is we only have 2 more left. This, and then best picture. Next up is worst in scrum.
Ooh, the most cringy, lamest scrum moments from the year.
It's kind of. I just put her first nominee was Tony Khan, of course. It was just I didn't get specific. I just thought Tony Khan in general
Well, you have the Tony Khan
hugging.
You have
Tony
the
Khan
Tony.
at
More
Tony,
specifically,
timeless
like,
Tony Khan.
what? Timeless
Tony Khan.
You got Timeless TK. You have Inoki TK with the scarf. And if you want to include the Continental Classic explanation,
Yeah.
that could be like part of the Inoki one. So right there you got 3 cons. Inoki Con, Timeless Con, and Hugging Con.
So all that is bottled up into that. Next nominee is Julia Hart talking. And anytime she ever said anything, it was fucking brutal. They would say, "You were the first You're the youngest AEW champion in history, and the company, we invested so much time in you. We have so much stock in you. We see you're gonna have a bright future in this company. How do you feel about that? Yeah, it's great.
Right.
What do you want me to say? I guess that's them trying to make it seem like she's cool, like in dark and like cool and like doesn't want to
She's
sell.
goth.
Yeah, it's not working, bro.
Right. Well,
next up,
that's the funny thing too. Like,
no self-awareness.
right. It's like any type of behavior can be justified by being like, it's a work. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah, like, I was
just ribbing
kidding,
you.
though.
Yeah.
It's just like when you like insult somebody at work.
just kidding.
I was just kidding. It was a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
You say like the worst shit. It's like, it was a joke. So it's like, oh, you're just like really bad at like promos and really bad at talking.
Really
It's
bad
like,
at making jokes. You say something and it's just insulting.
Yeah, and she's just like, oh, it was a work. Like, oh, I was being brooding. It's like, nah,
Yeah,
you
brooding.
suck.
Next up is MJF crying. This was at Wrestle Dream, I believe.
Oh yeah, I mean, to me, and you're gonna reveal this to me, but to me, it's definitely this has got to be it. My leg's hurting really bad.
Just making sure it's not too loud.
Did you listen?
I'm trying to listen to it, but it's hard to like distinguish between like us talking and.
I feel like I got it
I'm just,
going on.
I'm just asking chat. I'm sure you're fine.
If chat knows, it's
Yeah, like my leg really hurt.
I was gonna elbow drop him through the table.
These guys really know where to work. And I came to LA and my agent really likes it when I come here and get a. Oh, this is a really good pickle. Oh, but it's a work though.
It was work. It was work. He was acting.
Yeah, it doesn't stop the fucking memes. And then of course Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes from I think SummerSlam Survivor Series.
They had libations.
Or they had some libations. Yeah.
That's what he said. He said he had libations.
Are you gonna cue up the music or should I?
Oh, the music has been playing.
Oh, okay. So I can just go into the winner.
Oh wait, no, hold on. Oh my God, this is too
Snickers
much.
presents.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Snickers
And
Presents.
now.
Here come All right, hold on. We're gonna pause the award music, and we're gonna hit it with a drum roll. And Joe, you got to say, and the award, and the Lamey for worst media.
And the Lamey for worst in scrum goes to.
Go.
You could just point so he doesn't have the audio.
Go.
Goes to MJF crying. At,
MJF
whatever.
crying.
I really
a
deserve
two-time
this.
Winner. He's a two-time Lamey Award winner.
Yeah, he won a Lamey earlier in the night.
He's won a Lamey earlier in the night, folks. He's the youngest
Lamey.
person to ever win 2 Lameys.
Yeah.
He's the fastest rising Lamey.
There is.
Of
He
wrestling.
could have joined us tonight because he's on injury.
MJF could not be here this evening because he was on a date. He went to Hibachi with Alicia Atout.
Or Liv Morgan.
No, he's dating Alicia Atout.
Oh, is that who he's dating? Okay. And now, for all you've been waiting for, Snickers presents. So the most lame person. Well, it's a few of them. The first
The lamest person of the year.
lamest person of the year, which culminates moments, matches, spots, things said, social media, backstage promos, everything.
Every element of lameness has been calculated.
Factored. Yeah.
Upon
Sheets and sheets of
sheets.
data. Yeah. Number 1 is Renee Moxley Good.
Renee Paquette.
She seems to need to have herself all over the shows, and we were actually saved from her during the Continental Classic. But now the Continental Classic's over, She's back.
Took a
6
little
segments
break.
a show.
Now she's back. Over under just went up. Renee over the last year. Hold on, let me play the music again here. Renee over the last year has exhibited an ability to be lame. Every single time we see her, not only is her involvement in the show an over-involvement, incredibly lame, but every time she does an interview, she's always got to do a little thing that like is like a wink thing or like
a wink or like something like that's. Larry says it's a bit loud. Next up is MJF, of course, who already won two lamies tonight.
Already the winner of 2 lamies, MJF has been established a career of lame events. He sang a song with Chris Jericho. He told a story of getting into a car accident and putting his girlfriend in the driver's seat because he was drunk. He has aired his personal business.
Something about quarters.
Something about the quarters. And tried to make everything he lives a storyline. Maxwell Jacob Friedman, you are nominated.
After that, next up is Tony Khan, of course.
Tony Khan.
I think he was nominated in every category, yeah?
Maybe we should call these the Tony Khan Awards.
Yeah, might have to change next year.
Tony Khan.
The Tony Khan Award, or it's like the Tony Khan Award, like it's another category. Yeah, they're like the Tony Khan Appreciation
the
Lifetime
Tony
Appreciation
Khan Award. Yeah,
the Tony Khan Lifetime Appreciation Award goes to. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, the first one ever winner would have to be Tony Khan.
Damn, I already picked a different winner. Oh wait, shit.
It was Jericho, wasn't it? Damn it.
No, what have I done?
Jericho somehow became the Tony Khan.
Next up is Edge.
Edge.
You just can't take the E out of the Edge. Oh. Or Adam Copeland. Whatever.
You think you know me, but you don't.
You think you know him. Next up, Punishment Martinez, because I forgot his name. But it's
Damian Priest.
Damian Priest.
Now, what is your beef with him?
Damian Priest earlier.
I feel like you've put a target on Damian Priest. I feel like you don't like him.
Because he's boring. That's why. I'm Senor Money in the Bank. Mamacita, I'm going to speak a little Spanish now. No one in the... Come on, man. Come on, man.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. He was part of my favorite WWE moment of the year, which was Bad Bunny versus him in Puerto Rican street fight.
Yeah.
I think that was my favorite match of the year.
Yeah, he's definitely on the target with the range with like Renee and
Sam Roberts.
Sam Irvine.
Oh, left out this year just by a small margin. Honorable mention, Sam Roberts.
Next up, Chris Jericho, due to all his tweeting and him sucking the charisma out of everybody and sexually harassing people and being drunk. Just being Chris Jericho and falling off.
Chris Jericho, a perennial lame-aholic.
Somehow Kota Ibushi snuck on the list.
I added Kota Ibushi. I made the Academy made a decision. You know what I mean? Like I stuck him on because of the bicycle thing, and I think he
got on because in the small amount of time that he's been here and only few moments that we've had with him, they've all been exponentially lame. So his like average, like, you know, you have like at bats in baseball. It's like, oh, well, how many at bats does this guy have? Like, what's his average? He's batting 850, 900. Right. Well, how many at bats does he have? Oh, only 4 at bats.
Small sample size, very small sample size.
And then the final nominee is, of course, Ricochet's very own girlfriend, wife. Oh,
they're
married. Oh,
I think they're married.
Wife and Raw ring announcer, tattoo enthusiast, covered in tattoos.
The Beatles.
Covered in tattoos.
The Beatles.
Yes. Samantha Irvine, who is best known for her cringy, overdone ring announcing her cringe reaction TikTok and Instagram reels.
Ah, and her artfully.
The usual, not just her, but most women with random tattoos around their body, they take the picture showing the tattoo. So if I have a tattoo like here, I'm always going to take a picture like this and have the little thing showing, or the little number here, or the flower, or the Beatles crossing the road there, or whatever that is. I'm going to show it and make sure.
And
what were you going to say? The other thing?
The other thing, of course, I just wanted to add to that her amazing, tastefully done, and very incredible thirst traps, which we all can get behind. Love you,
Yep.
live for you. So, the nominees are Renee, MJF, Tony Khan, Edge, Senior Money in the Bank, Damian Priest, Chris Jericho, Kota Ibushi, and Samantha Irvine.
Do I say the thing now?
Hold on, you know what? Let me go.
Yeah, you gotta do the
drum roll.
thing.
Let me put a drum roll. And then I'm gonna let it play.
Just remember, point. Just point.
Okay, I'm gonna point. And then when I point, you're gonna say the thing. Oh my god, this is loud. This is loud. Hold on. The other thing was loud. This is really loud.
You gotta get the slider right, bro.
Alright, I think we're slid. Okay, go for it, Joe. Hold on.
And the winner for the most lame person 2023, Sammy Irvine.
Who?
Samantha Irvine.
Wow, she did it.
What, did you drown me out with the song right at the end there? Like,
No. No.
yeah, I couldn't. I shit on her every chance I get. I can't not. Right? I cannot. The cringe, I just can't. There were a lot of people on this list. Any one of them could have won. But it had to be her.
It had to be her. She definitely had the most consistent lame year of 2023. Tony Khan, a close second. Chris Jericho also in there, but
Renee was in there too. Yeah, Renee was in there, up there too. Could even put Moxley in there too, because he was just all over the place.
and you know that's
bad
another
promos.
big things. Shout out to all the lames that we missed. Keep laming your lame, and man, maybe you'll get in next year, John Moxley.
Yeah. Speaking of lame, what do you want to talk about now? AEW?
My favorite.
Did you watch Dynamite last night?
No, I did not. I haven't
didn't
watched.
really watch-
I don't think I've watched Dynamite in like months and months. Hold on. And thank you for coming to the 2024 Lamey Awards. Tune in next year
See you next year.
for all the lame-aholics and the lame-inators laming it up, and they will be remembered and awarded so far in the running for this year by a landslide. Tony Khan. Thank you very much.
Good night.
Get your cat spayed and neutered.
Get your cat spayed and remember, get your cat spayed and neutered.
And your dogs too, maybe. Anyway. Yeah, I have not watched AEW. I saw that Crowbar tweeted a very, very long thing about some kind of spot where I saw two clips from last night. I saw Darby Allin getting hurled across the ring and almost getting decapitated on the bottom rope. And I saw Sting doing a fucking reverse DDT off of like a 10-foot high thing through a table, which could have killed either or both men.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I've seen. And I saw that Jericho was prancing around and dancing and fancy footloose.
They had a good opener with Hangman Page and Claudio Paige is rocking a new mustache. He's looking very cowboy shit.
So he's got a mustache now. Is it a Fu Manchu or just a?
It's like he grew out the top more, but still has the full beard on the sides.
Oh, okay, all right.
Lame 8-man. And then Samoa Joe had he called that what? Hook came out or whatever.
I didn't see this. I saw that Samoa Joe came out in a suit with the championship and told the fans that they don't have to worry about hoe ass tweets anymore or something.
There you go. Okay.
He said something like hoe ass tweets.
Yeah.
And that was awesome. And then I guess Hook came out and like challenged him.
Yeah.
There's gonna be Samoa Joe versus Hook. And Samoa Joe is gonna make Hook. I'm telling you right now that Samoa Joe and
that's
Hook.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine by me. I'm into that.
I'm just into. Here's where I'm at. I think I'm like a mark.
Do me a favor, Pat. I gotta run away for a second.
Okay.
Just continue. Okay. Give me like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Go do your thing.
Is it a bad show? Is the show going poorly? Hi, everybody. I think Joe's getting maybe delivery. How cool would it be if we were like some kind of horror movie and we could like see something in that door right there? Like we saw like somebody like poke their head out. It could be like a little shadow thing, but it could just even be like a crazy guy with a knife, like, "Ugh." And then like sneak back in, and then we'd be like, Joe, oh my God, Joe. That'd be crazy, right? We should set something like that up. How's everybody doing? I guess what I was saying before about Samoa Joe and Hook. And by the way, if you have questions or things you want us to talk about, we have about 30 minutes left in the show. And we're just going to talk AEW and WWE. So maybe like another 15 minutes AEW, and then like maybe finish up strong another 15 WWE. So if you got questions or topics, drop them. That's where we're at. But what I was going to say about Hook and Samoa Joe is I guess I'm a mark, and I like to believe that Samoa Joe is choosing who he wants to work with. In which case, Samoa Joe has chosen Hook, and I'm excited for what Samoa Joe wants to do. Like, everybody in AEW gets to, like, do what they want, it seems like. So I'm excited to see what Samoa Joe wants to do. That's where I'm at. Joe, are those Philadelphia... are those sweatpants of a Philadelphia sports team?
No. They're
because
like
if so...
anime pants.
All right, because if so, you'd be wearing a Philadelphia tuxedo.
Philadelphia tuxedo, yeah. What'd you talk about? Where were you at? Give me
was saying, I'll try to explain this better. I was saying, like, first of all, I was saying that open door behind you, I would love for there to be, like, somebody who was, like, a murderer, like, come out. Like, when you went upstairs,
yeah,
then somebody, like, poked their head out, and it was, like, a whole scary thing.
Yeah, like The Grudge. Like,
you just see, like, a face. I was saying that in my mind, everyone in AEW, all the wrestlers get to like work with who they want and present their character the way they want, right? So I'm hoping that that's the case for Samoa Joe. So I'm excited to see what Samoa Joe wants to do as the champion. And I'm excited to see who Samoa Joe wants to work with as the champion. And in my mind, I'm pretending like Samoa Joe chose Hook. You know, and Samoa Joe was like, Tony, I'm like, I would love to think that Samoa Joe has some influence now over Tony.
Two things. When he went out there, I think he was like, the reign of MJF is over, and then the crowd started chanting, "Thank you." I think that's what happened. I only watched the show with like 1 ear and half an eyeball yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, if you missed the Forks episode of season 2 of The Bear, then like you can't be trusted.
I think that was because we were watching it down here, and then we went upstairs and watched it on a different device. I was like, oh yeah, this is the episode, and I think we just skipped the whole episode.
I love how you just gave me a legitimately logical answer. I don't need that, but thank you. I forgive you.
But yeah, I would like to think that Joe does have some carte blanche with that. I mean, he's immediately going into a young guy. So, I mean, how's this match going to go? Is he going to crush him, or is it going to be like? I think he's going to make him. Yeah, I think that's the only way this can go.
That's what I want to see. I just want to
see
Samoa. That's the one guy in the company that I just want to see him do what he does. I want to see Samoa Joe come out. I want to see him do a promo. Him as a champion is a great fucking idea. I guess
it's kind of a palate cleanser.
Yeah, but the only thing that sucks is that like Adam Cole turned on MJF, and now they have this thing, and MJF isn't around, and they're feuding with who? Like fucking Jay White, and it's like the devil thing sucks. Samoa Joe is the best part. Samoa Joe as the champion, if he wants to fight Hook, I'm all for it because I just want to watch Samoa Joe. He was so dope at the pay-per-view. Like at World's End, he was the MVP. He's the man. Like he's one of the few wrestlers left that I like really fucking love. Like he's just dope. And he loves video games.
Well, he's kind of like timeless. I mean, not timeless Tony, of course, but was the Ring of Honor. We put Ring of Honor on the map back in the day, like from 2004 to like he was the champ with them from like 2003 to like end of 2004, like almost like 2 years. He was the champ. He made it a world title, and then he ended up being like kind of like marquee talent. Marquee superstar after that. And he also did like the 1 hour draws.
Like a major guy in TNA and Impact.
And that's when he got the jobs at TNA, and then all that, and then he went to the E, but didn't do much. But all right, so he did also become the champ in NXT, right?
He was dope in NXT. He had like Finn Balor matches, dope matches in NXT.
And then when he came to the main roster, it just wasn't it, and he just was an announcer.
He has that one meme where he like flames. It's like all these dudes in the ring. It's like Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton. It's like all these heavy hitters in the ring, and Joe comes out and like flames all of them. He has some moments, and he's got the poncho meme.
Yeah, the poncho meme for what, Tampa?
Yeah, he had the thunderstorm.
But that's
meme.
what they were comparing him to, was the Tampa poncho to now.
But that's even better. Like his run now makes the poncho even cooler. That he did the poncho real quick.
They were comparing some other people too, like their poncho moments. Like maybe one of them was Jinder. I don't know. I had a screenshot of something. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know when the next pay-per-view is, because Revolution. I guess they're not gonna have a pay-per-view till Revolution.
No,
which is March.
No, because Sting's last match is at the end of February, at like Full Gear Revolution.
No, it's at Revolution.
So that's like February. I want to say like 24th.
Oh, it's March 3rd. So there probably isn't another pay-per-view. It's the beginning of March. So
and
a month
that's
before
Sting's last match?
Yeah.
He said February.
I mean, he's 65, dude.
Yo, did you see this clip? Did you see him do the Scorpion Death Drop off like the fucking like you know how like there's like that ledge to like where the fans are? He did it from like a 6-foot thing through a table to Hobbs. Scorpion Death Drop off like the stance. It was insane.
Just on Hobbs?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that.
Reverse DDT from like a very far distance through a table to like the floor. It was insane.
Nobody got hurt. Well, you know who the last match is, right? If you had to guess who the last match is going to be. Because they revealed it on the show.
It's got to be Ric Flair.
Much younger.
Is it Darby?
We'll say they are young.
Is it Darby?
They are young. Oh, sorry. They could be is singular, plural.
Sting's last match. No, I don't understand what you're saying.
It's a tag match. It's not a singles match.
It's so the last match is Darby and Sting versus whom?
They're young.
Oh, the Young Bucks.
So they came back at the end.
Oh, right, with mustaches.
They got mustaches and fucking like Dumb and Dumber suits on. Like not in the color scheme, just black. Like Matt wears black and Nick wears white. But yeah, still maybe that's what it actually was. Because I mean, didn't Jim Carrey and them have mustaches at one point?
Yo, do you think they're gonna murder Sting?
I mean, I think they're gonna take some crazy fucking bumps. Yeah, I mean, like all of those Sting matches, just majority of those Sting tag matches are good. Lately, they kind of fell off a little bit.
He always does do crazy shit too.
Yeah, that's why the matches are good because he'll like jump off something or do like a fucking crossbody off the lower level 20th row fucking gap.
All right, let's yeah, hey, you know what? Shout out Sting. Shout out Ric Flair. Love me some Ric Flair.
Yeah, there were no Ric Flair moments. Ric Flair was on the show. He just came out. They hit his music, and he was ringside for the match. And then when the Bucks came out, he just stood there awkwardly. So, but yeah, nothing else really worth noting. That whole Sting segment was the main event. There was also another Devil undisputed. There was an Undisputed Kingdom promo, and then there was a match with the bounty hunter Brian Keith versus Roderick Strong. So he really put Roddy over in this promo. He's the best pro wrestler of the modern era, pound for pound, bell to bell, this, that, and the third. Which I do believe as well. Roddy is very underrated.
Flair chopped Hobbs.
Flair chopped Hobbs, did he? Oh, okay.
Will Sting be lowered down from the rafters in his last match? I don't think so.
Will he have a new music for it? Will he have Seek and Destroy? Dun 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 dun.
Ric Flair along every step of the way.
Woo wings. All right, so that does it for fucking shit W. Did you watch CM Punk and Drew McIntyre open up Raw this week?
Oh yeah, Cringe Fest 2024.
You thought it was Cringe Fest?
Yeah.
Raw was cringe
No, but
fest?
that stuff that I saw from that, I watched the whole thing.
Congratulations, with me and the boys in the back had a bet going. Because he was here for over a month. That's the bet that he hasn't left that Punk hasn't left in like a month already. You're costing the boys in the back a lot of money.
I like
He's
that.
like, good one.
CM Punk's kind of lame. Who is going to win the Royal Rumble? Will it be CM Punk? Will it be Cody Rhodes? Will it be The Rock? Will it be R-Truth?
No. People over there, what's up? Yeah, Tommaso Ciampa versus Finn Balor on the show. Kofi Kingston versus Ludwig Kaiser. I guess because they injured the other guy last week in that tag match.
Right.
Giovanni, whatever his name is.
Giovanni Vinci.
Giovanni Vinci. And Ludwig took the swivel chair. Remember the swivel chair meme?
Mm-hmm.
And he threw the swivel chair at Kofi and hit him in the face and tried to injure him.
And he kicked him. He kicked him in the steps or something.
Yeah, but wasn't that a thing? Like, didn't Kofi or someone get injured from the swivel chair?
Yeah, they threw the swivel chair at somebody and they broke their nose or something.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought that was a callback to it, maybe.
Long-term storytelling, probably.
Yeah, long-term storytelling. Then there was a whack women's tag. Miz versus JD McFunko Pop. Ivar versus Otis, whatever. And then the main event was Cody versus Shinsuke Nakamura, the match was very good. Raw's getting better. This Raw wasn't that great, but but Raw in general is getting better. It was a street fight, and I don't know. They just used chairs and tables, and it was playing off of the whole anime thing that they were doing. That's always cool. I always like that. I think you said you didn't like it, right? You don't like the anime storytelling that they use.
No, I mean I'm down with whatever. I'm just like I'll tell you what, you're making me wish I watched it.
I wouldn't say if there's a way to watch a condensed version of Raw, I would.
Like a
not
Raw
don't
replay.
Yeah, like all the spots on YouTube, or if you have another way of watching something that without commercials and it only shows you 2 hours of Raw, which is actually how long Raw is without commercials, I suggest that as well. It's better utilization of your time. Maybe instead of 3 hours, you take the extra hour, you take a nap.
Ooh.
You recharge yourself after 2 hours of Raw.
Yeah. Just wipe it. Memory wipe.
Yeah. Yeah, they were using like kendo sticks and all that kind of shit. But there was a spot where like Shinsuke like clotheslined Cody over into the timekeeper area, and then like Cody dodged the mist, and the mist hit the timekeeper, or it hit the medical personnel or something. I was kind of praying for it to hit what's her nuts.
No,
Sammy.
you don't want that. That's what she wants.
Oh, to get over?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to get over.
To get the mist.
She would never do that though. Like, oh, my face.
No,
My beautiful
you
face.
don't want that. I know that in kayfabe you want that. You want her to get
Yeah, in
missed.
kayfabe that would happen, and then she wouldn't be around anymore.
Right, she'd be misted.
Yeah, but then she'd come back, and then she'd come back and have a match, and then someone would propose to her in the ring, and she'd have a whole segment on Mania Night 1.
Yeah, you don't want the. By the way, the lame of the year, 2000.
Sammy Irvine, lame ass of the year.
Lame ass of the year.
So that does it for Raw. You want to look at this leaked data?
Oh, are there more sheets?
There's more sheets. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? In the spirit of, let's not linger. Let's just go real quick. I want you to give me your Pavlovian, your fucking like quick response, like word association type shit. AEW 2023 MVP.
I'm kind of torn because it's like I would like to say that maybe CM Punk was for half of the year, and then Samoa Joe was for the other half.
I'm going to
It's
go
hard.
Roderick Strong. No, yeah.
I'd be willing to say Jay White also was.
For like the whole year, I guess, yeah.
The thing is, they don't consistently book guys like that. That's the thing. The only ones you could say like that were consistently booked all year was Cole and MJF, and that was the lamest fucking storyline. You know?
Yeah, I guess I got to go MJF.
Even though
Yeah,
Yeah,
in
like-
spite of everything, MJF.
he won the lamey, and then you want your the E.
Yeah, give
As
me
well?
the E MVP.
I guess I'll go with Seth Rollins on that one.
Seth Rollins is a good one. I was
Or
kind
no,
of thinking
Seth.
that's-
Yeah, Seth or Cody. I guess what it is.
Yeah. I'll go Usos. Both of them. Splitting up and
Day one down there.
yeah, but
All right, so-
I'm just trying to be yeah, but you're right. It's either Rollins or Cody all year. Or Rhea. That's
Yeah,
what we
Rhea, or I don't know how long has Bianca been around all year too? Not really. She kind of
did. Nah,
she
it
wasn't
was the
around
year
long.
of Rhea. I'm going year of
Year
Rhea.
yeah, because she won at Mania, right?
Love her.
So I found some Elimination Chamber Perth 2024 card leak. This
Oh,
is
you
real.
saw that you've seen the
I found
sheets.
this on
Huh?
Facebook. Found this on Facebook group. So it's a Saturday, February 24th, 2024, Perth, Australia, Opus Stadium.
I mean, that's the date and the location. So this sheet has to be.
Iconics are the hosts. Welcome fans to Elimination Chamber.
Okay.
Fantasy booking is crazy.
All right.
Um,
Okay.
Number one, first
Because they're
matchup is
both from Australia.
yes.
Ah.
Iconic. The women's elimination chambers up first. Liv Morgan versus Nia Jax versus Raquel Rodriguez versus Indy Hartwell versus Trish Stratus versus Zoe Stark.
Okay.
Next up, Logan Paul, champion,
Hmm.
versus Grayson Waller.
Who's also Australian.
Every match is Australian. Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre and I Quit match.
Oh. Drew McIntyre is Scottish.
Yeah. My name is Finley, and I like to fight.
And Seth Rollins is from Iowa.
Close enough.
But, you know, I mean, hey. Okay.
Men's Elimination Chamber. Cody Rhodes versus Finn Balor versus Bronson Reed versus LA Knight versus Randy Orton versus AJ Styles.
Okay.
Bronson Reed is big boy, right?
Yeah, he's like he's, you know what he is? I think
MVP
he's
of 2023?
Australian or from New Zealand.
Yeah, he's from New Zealand. Yeah. LA Knight, Randy Orton, AJ Styles. Yeah, that might be a good match too.
Okay, all right.
Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch.
Okay. You know, Rhea Ripley's from
New Zealand or Australia. as well.
Australia.
And then the main event.
Ain't know
Roman
where Adam
Reigns-
Cole and MJF ate the lamey winners for worst storyline.
Outback Steakhouse.
Outback
yes.
Steakhouse.
Oh yeah.
Connect the dots, man. Bloomin' Onion, Rhea Ripley, Elimination Chamber, long-term storytelling.
Roman Reigns versus The Rock is the main event.
Come on. And you saw this on what, a sheet of data?
I saw this on data sheets. Yeah.
All right. Hey.
It's gonna happen, bro.
And does it show who the winners are on this sheet?
No, it didn't show the winners. It didn't show the winners. No, unfortunately, the Royal Rumble showed the winners. Winner in parentheses.
Do you want to? I think we should make our own sheet and leak it
Yeah, for
Mania.
For Mania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Philadelphia. I'm like, hey, we saw it. We have somebody.
like ECW street fight. Like one match is like straight ECW guys.
Oh,
It's like Sabu, RVD, Dreamer, Meanie, or six. It'll be a 6-man.
Nunzio.
Nunzio. Who else? Maybe Stevie Richards, or it could be BWO.
Stevie Richards. Who else would
Can
they
they
bring in?
get? Can they get Nova, or is Nova like crazy
I
now?
think he died.
Oh shit, he did he? Fuck.
I don't know.
I think he was like MAGA or something and went crazy.
No, that's Val Venus.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Hey, speaking of going crazy, did you hear about Cat
He
Williams?
didn't die. He's not. He's still alive. Mike Bucci.
Who? Nova?
Yeah.
Hey. Maybe it's
Say hello
Dudley's
to
and
the blue
Tommy.
guy.
It's Dudley's and Tommy and like RVD and like Nunzio and fucking the Blue Meanie. And it's like
Try to do BWO, bro, but I don't know if they'll bring Stevie Richards in because all he does is shit on the E. And
yeah.
like the feds with his YouTube channel now.
Yeah, no, they're just gonna bring in Blue Meanie. That's all you need. That's all you need. Blue
Yeah.
Meanie plays
fine.
ball, you know. Steve Richards, you know, fuck him. You know, we'll bring them back. We'll do like an ECW street fight. It's like a battle royal. It's like a no holds barred battle royal.
Battle Royal Street Fight.
Yeah, it's just like hitting each other with trash cans. Briefly,
Stop signs.
What?
Stop signs.
Stop signs, Pop Tarts.
Sheet pans, sheet trays, kendo sticks,
Yo,
and gusset plates.
AEW had so many lame moments all year. When I was thinking about the nominees, I was thinking about that Texas Chainsaw Massacre match, and I was thinking about that Like a Dragon street fight. I was just saying, man, AEW had such a great year.
Riho running out with a pole in her hand.
Riho, everything Riho is so dope. Yeah, it's so dope. I'm so excited. And then you think back to past times with the shitty explosion and all of the and Chris Jericho falling on the cardboard boxes. And then, you know, that's why Kota Ibushi made the nominees too, because he took a bump on the thumbtacks as like part of the dark part of the show.
Yeah, yeah. It was never supposed to come to light, even though everyone has a fucking phone in an arena. He doesn't get it, bro.
He's weird.
I was so into him, like him and Omega, and like I don't know what happened.
Yo, me
Maybe-
too.
maybe-
When he was in the Cruiserweight Classic and shit, and that whole run, he was so dope.
Yeah, New Japan, he was really good too.
Ah,
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
and even
He just got bored.
yeah. And Kenny was so dope too at some point.
He still is. It's just like the Punk thing didn't help his case, you know?
Well, and also it's like, I don't know, when I watch New Japan, it doesn't have the same allure. Like I feel like
No, it
Kenny
doesn't.
was
It's
Kenny was the
different now.
last guy who I watched like the clips of or watched like New Japan, and I was like, oh wow, this is like a guy from Japan who's dope. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't really have that allure to me anymore. Where it's like
Yeah,
David
I mean-
Finley and all these fucking, and like even Jay White and all these guys, like nah. Like the last dope, like mysterious guy that I wanted to see in the States who was wrestling in Japan was like Kenny.
So you mean last Gaijin?
Or just anybody, like I don't really get that excited when Okada comes over.
Yeah.
But I guess that's also the booking too. Like they brought Okada over and like kind of just botched it. Like
Yeah, they remember I was bitching? They didn't fucking announce him.
well,
I
and
don't
I
think we were
guess
doing
I guess
the show
the
back then.
Danielson match was like
we weren't
dope.
doing the show back then at Forbidden Door, right? Or no, it wasn't Forbidden Door. It was some other like Dynamite, and I was like, I don't think they advertised Okada.
Well, that's
Someone's
the
like,
thing.
yeah,
he had the
yeah, they did. He was
Danielson
on
match.
on the bill. Like if this was the advertisement, my screen, it was like his face was like here.
Right. Yeah. Well,
Okay.
well, they definitely botched it with Dynamite, but they did give him the Forbidden Door match with Danielson. But that led to Danielson getting hurt, not being able to wrestle at Wembley. So it's like even that was like So I'm just saying like and like when Nakamura like 2014 when Nakamura first came over into NXT, it was like so dope because it's like Japan still had like the mystique. It was like, this
Well,
guy's
he was
fucking
super hot when they did you go to the New Japan shows that were in Philly and in New York?
I went to probably
when
like
Nakamura was still in New Japan.
I mean,
Nakamura,
maybe
Okada,
I went to Terminal
Tanahashi.
5 Ring of Honor New Japan show, whatever that one was. Like Tanahashi was there and Okada was
Probably
there.
it was probably like a Global Wars or something like that. They used to call those.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't go to
wasn't
a lot
like
of
in
Terminal
the
5 stuff.
it wasn't in like the golden age. You know what I mean? It was like kind of later on,
Yeah, because once they started running
2010-ish.
once they started running Terminal 5, I was like, I'm good, dude.
Yeah.
I hated that venue.
Terminal 5 is the worst. Formerly Club Exit, where all of my all the high school kids went.
Yeah.
Love it, live for it.
All right, I feel like shit. I gotta go.
Yeah, you got to eat. You're intermittent fasting.
Yeah, it's getting to me.
So you can still eat. We're ending it. Oh no, you're done.
Yeah, I'm done for the night. That's why I have to figure out a better schedule for Thursdays with eating, but I don't think there's any way around it.
So what? You should have been
Unless
eating
I
this
just,
whole
like-
time.
Huh?
This final hour, the 8 to 9 hour, you should have been cramming food.
I was cramming food.
Yeah, you were having
ate
cereal.
when I sat down with you, and then I finished right before we started, and then I had the shake on the air. So I had 2 meals in the whole time you've seen me.
Well, I
And
mean,
then I only had that because I had like more calories to burn. So I was like, okay, let me just pound a bunch of protein. Fuck it.
geez, well, you know what? I mean, I hadn't even noticed you feeling like shit until you just said that right now.
I mean, it happens.
Now I'm noticing. Now
I got a very weak belly.
Now I'm noticing how bad you look.
That's because like I have a lot of gray in my beard, and I haven't shaven.
You're starving yourself.
Definitely not starving myself. That's for sure. Well, I guess you are starving
Intermittently.
yourself. Intermittently starving myself. There you go. We'll see how it works out.
All right. Well, it was a great Lamies. It was a great program. Good luck to the Philadelphia Eagles this weekend. I might put a ducat or two on them to win the Super Bowl. I'm definitely taking them and whatever the spread is. They got to be like, they probably are like -3.
Yeah, it's going up. It's up to -3 now.
I mean, I could take Eagles at
But
-3.
Jalen's got the finger where it's like,
Oh, he's got the fucked up finger.
and he hasn't thrown all week.
Oh, no. So are we going Tampa Bay money line?
Yeah, I think it'd be safe to do a money line of some sort.
Tampa Bay money line? Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown, Tampa Bay money line parlay? Think about the finger. Think about it.
But it was like this, you know, like because like the finger doesn't bend. It was like more. It's more like this, or you know.
All right, so it's a Jalen anytime. Okay, here you go. Ready, Joe? Ready? It's a Jalen anytime. It's a Buccaneers money line. And it's a Rashad White over 65 yards rushing parlay.
Probably because the Eagles don't play defense.
And like $1 to win like $50, dude. Let's go.
Yeah, you go.
Put a boost it.
Well, it has to get above a certain odds, so.
All right, Boulevard Bullies, lock of the week. It's the parlay you've all been waiting for. Jalen Hurts, anytime touchdown. Tampa Bay Buccaneers money line. That's the tough one. That's the scary one. And then you go in Rashad White. You know what? Even if you want to go over 50 rushing yards, you don't even go, I got to go 65. You can go 45, alternate 45. You want to do that? That's still a solid parlay because it's all about the Tampa Bay money line. Joe, are you about to barf?
No, I feel fine.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Jedi Joe, thank you so much for powering through. Thank you for watching the Lamies, and until next time, blah, 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 etc., etc. Blah, 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 Boulevard Bullies versus the world, and also Boulevard Bullies, Here Comes the Lame, every Tuesday and every Thursday. But this one right here, flagship show, at a time, bye-bye.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just my tummy hurt earlier. I had to run. Yeah, if I ever remember like, hey, I'll be right back, it's because my tummy randomly. It's only happened like 2 times. That's only the second time that's happened. So. Yeah, we'll see what it looks like in post. All right, man. See ya.